Hey guys, what is up? This is your boy Chris So Random. Welcome to my review of the Logitech Harmony Ultimate One. Got this refurbished on Amazon for about $60, which isn't a bad deal compared to getting it from Best Buy for $110. So that's about a $50 discount. You can't beat that at all. Come on, guys, you can't beat it. As you can see, they sent it in the original packaging. Use some scotch tape on the top and bottom just to tape it back up, but I'm glad they sent the original box and not just like a brown box. But some people don't really care, but it meant a lot to me. The back just gives you a little bit more information about the remote. It just says that it comes with a motion sensing backlight, vibration feedback, on-screen help, dual function short and long press buttons, and it comes with a convenient recharging station. Alright, once you finally get into the box, it may take a little while. As you see, I was struggling to get in. They give you a little pamphlet with a little information about how to set it up. You can set it up with the USB cable by plugging it into your desktop or your laptop. I actually use the app myself because it's 2018. It's a whole lot easier just to use the app. On the back side, it just gives you a little bit of information about how to use the activities and troubleshooting. The remote itself is in actually very good condition. It looks brand new, just like I bought it from Best Buy and took it right out the packaging. There's no scratches or blemishes on it. It doesn't look like it's been dropped at all. On the back, you can see the QC sticker, which means that it passed the quality control, and there's no cracks on the touchscreen. Also in the box, we have the docking station where you can set it on docking station to recharge, and you have the power supply for the docking station. Next to that, you have a USB cable. So like I said, if you do want to use that USB cable to program your remote through your laptop or your desktop, you can do that too. On the docking station, you can see there's two pins on the inside where the remote will actually sit in and connect to two plates on the bottom of the remote to recharge. On the back is where that power supply will plug into. And on the bottom, you can see there's like a little pads for the grip on the table. And then also has like a serial number, and I believe the other number is like a pin number. And this docking station also is in very, very good condition, brand new. Alright, let's get an up close look at this remote without the packaging on it. Of course, you got your typical buttons like your pause, play, rewind, fast forward, stop, record. At the top, you have an off button that will turn all your devices off at once. You have a home button on there that will take you back to the home screen every time to your activity list. The star button will take you to your favorite channels that you have set up. On the back, you see that it has an RR blaster, so if you wanted to use the RR blaster on the remote instead of the Harmony Hub, you have that option. At the bottom, you have the plug-in for the USB cable, so if you want to set it up through your laptop or desktop, that's where we'll plug in at. And then also, you got those plates on the bottom that I was talking about that will connect to the docking station to charge up your remote. Alright, so now I'm showing you guys how to pair your remote up to Harmony Hub. So basically just going to open up the Harmony app, tap on menu in the top left corner, then tap on Harmony Upgrade. and then add remote. Now, since I already have a remote, basically what it's going to do is it's going to copy those settings on the original remote over to the ultimate one. Alright, so now you're going to press and hold the menu and mute button at the same time for 5 seconds. Alright, it's paired up. Alright, so now it's going to have you place your remote back in the cradle. And this is where it's actually going to start syncing all that data into the remote. Alright, and now it's all synced up, and I believe it's going to do one more sync after that. Yep, just one more sync, and after that, you're all set. Alright, so now I'm all set, setting everything up for the app. I got all my devices transferred over, I got all my activities transferred over. Now I'm just going to show you guys how to use the different features. Alright, on the touch screen, you're going to see your activity list. I have Watch TV, Watch Fire TV, Blu-ray, and Play PS4. On the bottom right of the touchscreen, you're going to see a menu button. You're going to have Help, Fixing Myself, Devices, Settings. If you press Devices, it's going to bring up all your devices that you set up. So on mine, I have my Philips Hue light bulbs. I have my Ecobee thermostat. It's going to show my projector, my Blu-ray player. It's going to show the PS4, the Xfinity DVR. It's going to show everything. I know it's kind of hard to see, so you guys kind of gotta bear with me right now. If you go back to menu, and then go to settings, then tap on remote, and then screen lock / timeout. It gives you an opportunity to change the time limit on the screen timeout, and you can also lock the touchscreen. If you go to remote lock, it actually gives you an opportunity to lock the whole remote. So if you have kids, it will lock this touchscreen and the buttons, so that way if they like to touch buttons, they can't mess up any settings. If you go back to menu, then go to settings again, then activities. I haven't really messed around with the activity tutorial, so I'm not really sure about that. But if you go to startup screen, you can change the startup screen of each activity. Alright, if you go to set icons, you can change the icons of each activity directly on the remote, so you won't have to use the app. Then the inputs is just to change the inputs of each activity. Alright, in general, you're going to see about, account will bring up your account, submit logs, hub reboot to reboot the hub, and then reset will actually reset everything, all the settings on your remote. You can set up a sleep timer. So what the sleep timer does is basically just turn off the activity at a given time that you set. Alright, so the button at the bottom left of the touchscreen is actually a shortcut to your devices. So like I said, it's going to bring up all the devices that you have connected to your Harmony Hub. This feature actually comes in handy for me because sometimes my HDMI switch will not change HDMI inputs sometimes after I change to a different activity. So basically all I have to do is just press the devices shortcut, go to the HDMI switcher, and then press the input that I want, versus getting the HDMI switch remote and changing the input, or bringing up the Harmony app on my phone, going to the HDMI switch, and then select the input that I want. So it makes it a whole lot easier for me. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the activities, how they work in real life. If any of you guys are wondering, I'm using the Benq MH530 FHD projector. So now that we're into the activity, you can see that the favorites popped up on the remote. Just got to give the projector a little bit of time to start up. Alright, so you see if I scroll through my favorites, you have all the different channels. As soon as I tap one of the channels, it automatically tunes it to that channel.
We won't actually be wrestling today, we'll be learning. It's not superhero. No, it's not. It's American business.
Alright, if you swipe over on the remote on the touchscreen, it's actually going to give you an option for more buttons. It's not a physical button on the remote. So it'll bring up the number pad. To tune it to a channel on the number pad, just type in the number that you want and then press the OK button in the middle, and then it will tune it to that channel.
Added one-handed pumps and beat the top safety standards. The new Johnsons. Choose gentle.
Right now, when you grab a... Me? Come on, man, this isn't a good look. Open up. Sorry, I got some later. Badge. 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 Badge, guys. Put it down in the toilet. Come on. Tony has got them in his basement. They're wearing party hats.
Alright, so now I'm going to slide back over to my activity list and then start up the Fire TV activity.
What I'm saying is that the human element, the human resources, is our biggest point of vulnerability. It's just facing that immediately. What? Excuse me, ma'am.
Did I just say that?
As you can see from the video, the remote is very responsive. I haven't had any problems with lag. It's pretty much just as fast as just using the Fire TV remote. But if you guys have any questions about setting anything up with the Logitech Harmony Hub or the remote, just send me a message, leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.